In this video, we're going to talk about the tourist visa bond program. Yes, you heard it. Some applicants from certain countries are going to need to place a certain monetary bond before they can apply or receive their tourist visa. In this video, we'll explain to you the final rule, which countries are impacted by this, and what you need to know before you apply for your tourist visa next time. So let's jump right in. Welcome to our immigration channel. This is a place where you can get the latest information about immigration news, immigration updates, and everything else you need to know to make your immigration journey less stressful. My name is Jacob Sapochnick, and I'm an immigration attorney located in San Diego, California. Yes, San Diego. And I represent clients in all 50 states and around the world. If you're here for the first time, don't forget to click the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos, and also give us a big like so YouTube will be able to share this video with more people just like you. So let's talk about visa bonds. What is it? If you remember, in late last year, the Department of State announced a new pilot program, a visa bond, essentially requiring people to post a monetary bond from certain countries. Those countries with the highest denial rate in tourist visas, they're going to be required to go through this process. And so what does it mean and how is it going to work? The temporary rule will only apply to applicants applying for a B-1, B-2, which is the tourist visa, from the following countries: Afghanistan, Angola, Bhutan, Burkina Faso, Burma, Burundi, Cabo Verde, Chad, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Djibouti, Eritrea, the Gambia, Guinea, Iran, Laos, Liberia, Libya, Mauritania, Papua New Guinea, Sao Tome and Principe, Sudan, Syria, and Yemen. The second thing is, the applicant is subject to some sort of ground in inadmissibility. Maybe they were denied visa before, maybe they had a criminal record, maybe they had some other issues. And finally, the applicant has an approved 212D3 waiver. This is essentially a non-immigrant waiver. So for example, if you had some sort of a violation, maybe a minor criminal offense,